One. Testing. One, two, three. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody out there? Are we alone in this universe? Is it just me and Chase? That's the question. That's the question that bothers Chase all the time. Doesn't matter to me, but Chase, always Mr. Faithful. You got to put that Christianity from the past, all that faith, all that religion into something. And Chase, he's putting it in the stars.
What do you mean?
Uh, Chase texted me this week. Excited about aliens. Excited about extraterrestrial life.
I, they're putting it on mainstream news now. So
Uh,
it's
only Fox News, which I
there's
don't know if we
been
could consider mainstream.
it's mainstream. It's number one. And
Number
they
one?
there's confirmed that look, there's
Uh-huh.
things flying in the sky. They're not ours. We don't know what they are.
Hmm.
And there's secondhand accounts. They are from admirals and generals saying we have unidentified non-human intelligence bodies. But
Oh yeah.
it's all under oath. And now it's coming out. These are ceremonies, testimonies from a month or two ago. So it's leaking, and this is how you would do it. You would just drop a dot. And then everyone's like, oh, it's bullshit. And Neil deGrasse Tyson now, the ultimate, oh, there's bullshit. He's like, okay, well, the testimonies made me consider that we're probably wrong and there is life. So, so
Well,
now you got
there
the
you go.
skeptics going, oh, okay, maybe I'm full of shit. So to me, it's just I don't know. Everybody gets excited about weird shit. Everybody expects people to
Yeah.
get excited. Like Jesus, Buddha, Allah's dumb shit. It's just like, dude, to find out we're not number one on the food chain to me is fascinating. But most people don't give a shit. They think, it's nonsense. We're alone. I'm like, what? But you'll believe a
Uh,
guy rose from the dead 3 days later? It's just
so what exactly did these testimonies say?
that they found that they've recovered alien craft. It's non-human, and there's been
Uh,
bodies that are non-human in the craft. Yeah.
okay. Recently?
Yeah, over the last month or two. Yeah.
So
Been
are they
found
crashing? They're like crashing into our
archaeological
planet?
digs and apparently
Oh,
some people.
archaeological digs. Okay.
Yeah, and there's
So
ones
buried.
that old ones too, Roswell shit and all that. But yeah, they said they've
Uh,
got 11 to 20 crafts or something like that. Yeah.
okay. They got pictures?
They won't release any of that. And it's all
Why
secondhand.
not?
They won't.
It's
It's
all
just
secondhand.
but it's generals and it's an admiral, and it's just enough to be like, okay, why are we doing this in Congress? And then it's just enough for people to be like, that's bullshit. So I don't know. It's just why
You
are they ship?
sound like Alex Jones to me, man.
He's
Just
usually right.
spouting off whatever nonsense you got. Yeah. Yeah, and then they end up penniless and crazy in Texas, like so many people, you
Well,
know.
you get ultimate scientists finally saying, okay, maybe we're wrong on this, like the super atheist Neil deGrasse Tyson. Then you got to rethink things.
How about pictures?
Yep, I understand.
Yeah,
Yep.
like then I'll see when it's on the front page of the New York
Well, they
Times.
have videos released,
No.
videos
Okay.
of
Show
the
me the
tech.
video.
You can look them up. They're online. They're just like, that's not our tech. The way it moves, it's not human made. We don't know where it's coming
I've
from.
been seeing this shit for a long. Here's why I don't buy it. So I live right next to a military base here in China, right? It is unbelievable the shit they got flying in the sky, right? I see it all the time. They got crazy lasers coming off of them. They move incredibly, like, strangely, like all kinds of weird drones and weird looking planes. And like at night, they fire off these things that are really like unusual. Like one of them looks like the Aurora Borealis, like it's just wild where technology is. And you better believe that America doesn't know all the shit that other countries have. I just, I believe in human progress, man. And I fundamentally think that aliens want nothing to do with us. You know, like I don't see why they would come. I think it assumes that we're special. The fact that aliens would come here. People fail to understand how incredibly big the universe is, and the idea that one intelligent civilization would come seek out another intelligent civilization and this ocean where we're nothing more than a speck. I don't know. I just think it's nonsense. I've always thought it's nonsense. I don't believe a word of it.
Really, not a word. See, to me,
Not a
if you're more
word.
advanced, you go and study other shit that's below you. You go and observe all types of shit. That's what you would do.
I think you're thinking like Star Trek, you know.
No,
I
thinking
mean, and
like,
who's to say? And like, I think that there's a book called The Three Body Problem. You know it? You've
hmm
never come across it.
hmm
The essential premise is what makes you think that aliens are anything like us? What makes you think that they even exist in the same dimension? That they have a concept of language? That they're even able to survive? Like it. I don't see why there would be any connection. You know.
Well, they go into the four species things is again, that's what another part of the story, but it's just like how they communicate, and one is interdimensional, another's like an orb type being, it's not even human. So it's a lot of it gets pretty extreme pretty quickly. I can see how people could lose track, but to me, it makes so much more sense than any religion. Like,
Let
yeah,
me
we
tell
were
you what's going on.
engineered,
I'll tell
something
you exactly
engineered
what's
us,
going
man.
on. So why Fox News, right? I'll tell you why. Because the world is so fucked right now that they're desperate for a distraction. Don't talk about Iran. Don't talk about approval numbers. Don't talk about the economy. Don't talk about Cuba. Just distract. Distract the idiots who are listening to Fox News with aliens. That's why Fox News is doing it, Chase,
I'm
because you're
convinced.
skeptical.
I'm convinced that the president came out and said there's aliens. I think it would be number three or four on the news segment. I think people would still be like,
Did
ah,
he do that?
Iran, ah,
Did he do it?
politics. No, no.
Yeah. And yeah, sorry.
I don't think people would
I've
care.
seen you do this multiple times in your life, Chase. Get hyper excited about some news story or about something you saw, and then it's proven wrong very soon.
There's no way you're gonna have people swearing under oath, making all this shit up over and over again.
Really?
You
You've
you
never seen
think
people under oath lie?
nah,
Think about the Epstein files, Chase. Think about all the people
that's
who are
you know,
lying under oath about
let's talk
that.
about one thing. I don't give a fuck about the Epstein. Like it bounces nowhere on my radar. It means nothing to me. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. I think people are more into the Epstein files than alien civilization that's more
Yeah,
advanced.
because the Epstein files are real.
Yeah,
You know,
that's yeah, sure. But even if both were confirmed real, I still think they prefer the Epstein files. I still think
you
Epstein
can
wins.
read the redacted Epstein files, like there's photo evidence. There's all kinds of insane photos and stuff like that of the shit they were doing, like
There's a real
eyes
program for
wide shut.
disclosure. It's called purse. They disclose it. They're disclosing it slowly and they're disclosing what they want. What they want,
No,
man.
but why disclose anything at all then?
It's just it's like this much, man. This
But
much.
why? Why?
I think eventually it all comes out. I think you can't keep it secret forever.
But why do it slowly?
Or why would you do it fast?
Uh, Why I would do it fast. I would be like, "There's aliens. Here's the evidence. It's time to change everything." Why not?
The arguments would be an existential crisis. The other one would be a business argument. Look, if one company is working with alien tech, I mean, there's all types of lawsuits. That's an unfair advantage. I mean, it's just too much going on.
I think that if there's aliens, then I think there's going to be everything changes, everything, and I think laws definitely one that would change as well. It would change absolutely everything.
Well, what do you think of the AGI? Do you think that will change everything? Are you convinced of that?
Yes.
Okay. Why?
Oh, because I see the power of it.
Yeah.
I see how it changes. It's changed my world. Like nothing is the same. It's all different.
I see the
So that
paranoia it
that's
brings
the
about.
evidence is
Yeah.
incredibly
Yeah.
clear on that.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I'm glad you get excited about something. Like it's good to have something that gets your wiener hard. Like otherwise life is just boring. There's got to be something to get you like excited.
I
ready to
wouldn't
go.
even call it
Yeah.
excited. I mean, excited's the wrong term. I think it's just interesting. To me, I've never thought we were on top of the food chain. I was like, this makes no sense. We're a stupid species. It's just we're barely getting by. I cannot believe this is it. I cannot believe this religious shit is all like it never made any sense. The fact that
Well,
there's something else, it just makes too much sense to me.
I don't know, man. I think again, that's kind of like human, especially like Western psychology, like this idea that like we have to bow down to something. There has to be a god, there has to be an animal, there has to be something above us, because there's this natural submission within most people's mindset. And I think you want to bend over and let the aliens take control.
It's just I
You
never
want to
feel
be
like
probed.
we don't have the full picture on jack shit, man. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all.
I mean, okay. Okay. Hey, I will definitely eat my words if it does all come tumbling out. Like I 100%, I'll eat it.
Fair.
But my money, my poly market bet is on bullshit.
Well, let's shift to another topic, the one I wrote down this
Sure.
week with tough times for fam. Dude, it's just uncles struggling, but not even just out of people that I've known that have done well are not doing well, man. And it's just
Yeah.
it's rampant.
Mm.
It's like, oh, like you're not doing well, like you lost your job. It's just it's kind of brutal because I'm doing okay and I've been reaching out to people. I guess you reach out to people more when you're doing okay. And the people that I've reached out to are not doing okay.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't, it does get like, it's like, damn, dude, and it sucks
I know
because
what you mean.
everybody's not doing good. Yeah, it's rampant. Yeah.
I have a deep, deep desire to like start fresh, like quit my job, move to a new city, all that sort of stuff, which is something I've done many times in my life, but I can't because I'm so aware of how terrible the world is out there. If I give up a decent paying job, I'm crazy. There is absolutely no guarantee I'll be able to do it. One time I did do it. I moved to Kunming and for a job that paid less money, you know, and I literally went there for 5 days and I was like, this was a mistake. I could see it immediately. I could see how, like, okay, they'll treat you like shit here. It's for less money and more work. Big mistake. And so I have to make do with what I got. And I think that that's kind of where everybody's at. Like, they're like, fuck, it's never going to get better. I gotta, I gotta make this work somehow. And
It's,
sometimes it doesn't work at all.
it's this dysthymia. It's like you're functioning but your head's
What's
down.
dysthymia? What's
It's
dysthymia?
low grade depression where you're still functional
Mm,
and you go through and you're still going to work and feeding your family, but you're like life is just kind of meaningless and just feels like
yeah,
it's directionless or going in a circle. So
right.
yeah, and it comes about
Yeah.
over yeah, that's there, yeah, anyway. Yeah.
The uncle. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I thought that was done. It's not done. It's getting worse. That sort of thing.
Both uncles are doing bad, man.
Oh yeah, one is unemployed and
Yeah,
old too. Yeah,
and the other couldn't repay some or the deals didn't go through for it's just you're used to seeing people succeed. I got a very successful friend of ours from Hawaii is unemployed
yeah.
now, and yeah, it's just like,
Unemployed.
yep, it's just relying on his wife. It's
Oh.
man,
Oh.
these are very
Oh.
big dogs in my
God.
life that I've always been like, man, these people are smart. Like business
What
wise,
if
they make money,
what
and then
if they were do you think it's possible they were never big dogs?
I
Maybe like in your head they were, but the reality is they were always flying by the seat of their pants and their luck ran out.
I don't know. I think they're way better in the business world than I am. Just the prototypical business world. Other areas,
Right.
it's not like big dog status in all areas, but I competent enough to figure out how to make good amount of money and live well, these people, and now they're not.
Right.
That's hard to see. And it doesn't seem like it's a fault of their own. I mean, well, some of it, a lot of it is, but it's just a ton of people are hurting, man. A ton of people are hurting.
I I've literally spent my life reading stories about people, you know. And the one thing I think I'm certain about in terms of history is that the most important factor is luck. And I don't necessarily mean like privilege and stuff. I mean like real rolls of the dice that go in your favor,
Yeah.
you know? Like, and history remembers the ones that get big with their luck. And we always admire risk takers, you know? But the fact is, for every risk taker that succeeds, there's 100
Yeah.
that fail miserably. And a lot of the times, one of the things they don't tell you is that the ones that fail die, you know? They never recover. So like it's just there is something to be said for people who can endure. There's something to be said for hard workers. There's something to be said for people who are bold, but at the end of the day, that ineffable quality of luck, I don't know, man. I think it's the number one most important thing.
That's a great point. And the trickle down from this is kind of like you said, you're in this job, you'd love to start afresh, but you would be a fool to leave it, which I think that sums it up quite well. So I've been
Mm,
trying to find I get my hair cut every 2 or 3 weeks. So I try to get someone to do it. I've been my third person. This one, they all got good ratings, and you got to make appointments. I go to this chick, and she changed time on me. I was like, all right, I'll come here later. And she was like, she came in, she's like, have a seat. Yeah, you're my last one today. I just got to get this done. And I was like, huh, what a way to start a haircut. You know,
mm.
didn't say a word to me. Didn't say one word. This is 30 to 45 minutes. This is what it says. She was done in 10. And yeah,
10 minutes. And you got a
10
lot of
minutes.
hair too.
Didn't
Yeah.
say a word. Lined it up. Cash only. That's what she said. Gave her the cash. I got home. Hey, this is uneven. You know,
Wow.
and I was like, this is where we're at. I was trying to, I was like, I was talking to some bitch a bit, and they're like, dude, it's a hairstylist in a shit desert town. I'm like, yeah, nobody cares anymore. Like, it's
Yeah.
just give me the money. And I'm like, there was absolutely no pride in that job. She didn't want to have that job. She wanted to go home and get drunk or whatever she fucking did. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, that I have seen that woman all week in the clinic. I have talked to friends that are that woman that's just like, I don't fucking care. Like, I hate my job or I don't have a job. I'm like, it's too expensive. Can't afford anything. You can't find a good job. And if you did, you lost it. Fuck. Fuck.
Mm. What a great podcast, Chase. I feel the joy radiating from both of us. Yeah.
I don't find any joy in it. I rarely have ran into people doing well. I just haven't found happy people in a long time, man. It's just, yeah.
If it makes you feel better, there are some kids who are happy. Like I know teenage kids, and I'm kind of amazed how happy they are. You know,
Yeah.
like uh, they they don't have the worries of life, of course, but you can tell they're always running at a positive level, always laughing, always having fun. You
Nice.
know,
Nice to run into
so
shit like that on occasion.
it exists. I'm glad I'm not a psychologist that has to deal with the most broken people every day, again and again and again. But then again, I'm not getting paid like you, so maybe it
What
would be worth it. Who knows?
I was talking to my buddy Milton this week, who's a very
Oh,
hard,
I
he's
remember Milton.
optimist, but a hardcore atheist. And I was asking
Sure.
him about, what do you think of the tech coming along? He's like, man, it just proves it's all a simulation, man. And I was like, huh. I was like, I guess so. I mean, you're looking at fake news, you don't know what's real. I mean, I could see that premise becoming stronger. And I was just
Sure.
typing it in to AI, and it's like 70 to 80%. I was like, "What, that high confidence that this is a simulation?" Like, yeah, it's trending that way. I was
Love
like,
that AI, man. You're always talking to him.
yeah, I am. They're better than any human. But
This is what happens when you're alone. You can't. You become best friends with your
what do
AI.
you think of the simulation theory, dude? Do you think that has any credence for you?
I have no thoughts on it. I've never really looked deep into it. You know, I
Uh,
just no thoughts on it. Have you thought about like if the technology gets good enough and the factories in China that can make artificial women get good enough? How about just an
yes,
AI
I think
girlfriend?
we all
Yeah,
do that. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the end. I think
You
it
can.
goes out with a whimper. No
There's a
more
website
kids.
in China. See, this is really interesting. Chinese citizens are not allowed to have these, but foreigners can have them.
Really?
Um, yeah, it's this silicon bot factory, right? And they um, they let you customize it online, and you can make anything you want. And like all I was reading the reviews and stuff, and they're like, um, they're like the touch apparently it's almost human. Like you can just discern how like they got the muscle underneath and or the softness underneath
Yeah,
and
but it's
everything
just a
like
mannequin, right? It's not a real robot.
no, 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 you misunderstand. You put an AI inside of it and it'll talk to you, stuff
Yeah, but it
like
doesn't
that.
walk around and do the dishes and shit like that.
No, but it is, halfway
Hmm.
there, Chase. Halfway there.
That's what Elon's gunning for. That's smart. I mean, that's the money maker. Everybody's gonna have a sex robot, and
And then no one will breed, and that's the end.
no, nobody's
What if
breeding
that's just how
anyway.
it ends? What if that's like
That is
that's the
how it
end of
ends.
humanity?
There
Just
is no
nobody.
Terminator War. It is sex
Yeah, it's
robots, and
just
nobody
like
has kids.
yeah, it ends with a whimper. It doesn't end in an epic apocalypse. It just ends with, you know what? I can't
Ugh,
even
I
like.
can't
Do I
nut
have to?
anymore.
I have to fuck a human? Like what? She just looks like normal. She's not a 10. What do you? I can't get hard for this. Come on.
Yeah, man, it's over.
Chase, Chase. Jesus Christ, man. I thought like I come in here and he's like, dude, you look a little sad. I was like, yeah. I was like, shit, Jesus, talking to Chase makes me want to have a gun to my head.
Do you have a sense of you're running? This is the first time in my life I feel like I'm running out of time. And it has nothing to do with me. It's nothing that I feel like. I just feel like a tidal wave is coming, and it's
Oh, you mean
gonna.
apocalypse?
I, I, Apocalypse is a strong word. Can like we're all gonna die. We could, but I think everything's gonna change, and society will never be the same. And I
Well,
just, it's,
here's what I'll say, Chase. I do believe in that land in Hawaii or Oneana, one of the two. And here's why. I'm down for the compound for the rest of my life. I'm down when the war does come. I'm happy to just bunker down and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, I was thinking like I got money. It's just sitting around doing nothing. Maybe we should just invest everything there in Hawaii. Just throw
in
all of it.
in wood.
The next door lot,
Oh,
put a greenhouse on there. You know, take care of that backyard, break it down, make it livable. A lawn, a Hawaii lawn, a great Hawaii lawn. That would be nice. And
yeah,
you know, just make it
that's
work.
possible.
The compound,
Do you
you know.
have this feeling that something is coming? Is this just
Um,
me? Because I feel like it's
it
just me.
here's what it is. It's like a drone in the back of my mind. I don't have anxiety about that. My anxiety comes from my own life, but I hear it like white noise in the back of my head. Like it's like a thing. I'm a constantly aware of the decline, and I feel lucky to be in China because I feel like it's worse in the West. But I also just I almost feel like I'm on a boat and the waters are getting choppy, but I'm in the middle of the ocean. So just hold on. That's more of my feel. It's not like, oh my God, it's gonna all end. It's just like, well, here it comes, you know.
I That's a fair assessment. I've watched a lot of doom and gloom AI videos, and now this week it's been giving me a lot of hopeful ones. Like,
Oh, that's nice.
no, because it doesn't
Oh,
make sense. Like, there's this interview with Elon. He's like, we're gonna have mass abundance and universal income, but it's gonna be high universal income, and everyone's gonna be happy. And I'm like, that I can no. I can't ever see a future like that where everybody is just
yeah,
content. That's bullshit. Nobody's
yeah.
ever fucking content. So I was just like, their best case scenario, it's a utopia. No one has to work and there's plenty of money for everybody. We just do what we want. I was like,
Uh,
what?
so I have this is an interesting question. Have you had life experiences where you had a little brush with death or a brush with something very serious and dangerous?
Yeah, I have come close to death. Yes.
So I've had a few of those in my life, and there's always terror up leading up to that moment. But when the moment actually comes, I always go acceptance. Always. It's kind of like you remember when
Yes.
Vic got hit by that car? Remember? And he talked about like, he's laying there, laying his bad, and he just kind of was like,
Yeah.
all right, this is the end,
Yeah.
you know? But I've had those moments. Like I remember one time on drugs, I did had a really intense hallucination, and I had the sensation of drowning. It was the DMT or whatever, and I remember just it was really terrifying at first, but then it was just like, just let it happen, just let it happen. You know, so that comforts me in a way. Like I feel like if the apocalypse really did come, I think my reaction would be acceptance. At the fundamental moment, the build up to it, I would be horrified, but
Yeah.
when it actually did, I'd accept it.
Agreed. When I had COVID and I thought I was going to die, there was a moment of acceptance. The
Mm,
what you just said, the buildup. So this one I was watching, it was the safety engineer who's kind of like, this is fucked, it's going to end bad. And there was this really optimistic, like, dude, you're wrong. But the safety guy's like, let's say I'm wrong. And I could be, I very well could be. He goes, there is going to be a transition period of chaos. People will be displaced, people will lose purpose, and people will rise up. And the guy was like,
oh yeah,
yes, this will happen. And they're like, it could be short, it could be long. There could be supply chain issues for temporary. And he's like, this is my point. He goes, this could be mild. Odds are this will be quite moderate, mild to severe at times. In this, even if it goes beautiful, there's this transition period where people are going to die. And
yeah,
they're all like, yeah. And to me,
100%.
yeah, and
It's
me,
inevitable.
I got the acceptance. If it comes down to death, and I'm like, oh well, I tried. But the in
Yeah,
my head right now is like, should, do I need solar on the house? Do I need to be positioned correctly when it's like, do I need to give myself the best
uh-huh.
survival odds? Because
Yeah,
this is coming, and I feel like it's going to be here in 5 years or less. Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, I'm with you there, 100%. And
right.
this is historical too. Like whenever some incredible radical technology comes on, there's always revolution every time. Every time. Because you put people out of the job, everything changes, you have to reconsider where your place is in the world. There's no meaning anymore. This is how you get a Bolshevik revolution, man. And believe me, like, did you see Did you see these videos this week of the graduation speeches? Did you see those?
No.
So multiple universities, right? There, the speaker gets up during the graduation speech, and they start talking about AI. And the second they bring up AI, AI is going to revolutionize everything. All the students just go, "Bah! Bah!" And like the speakers are horrified. They're just like, oh, what? They don't know what to say. And the reason why is because nobody can get a job. Like they just say like what the companies are doing is they're not firing everybody. They're just not hiring anybody. You know, you keep the one so you don't got the horrible, the person losing their mind and bringing a gun to work because you fired them after 10 years. You just don't hire anybody new.
Right.
Just don't hire anybody new. So like these generations of graduate students, they got nothing. They're not finding anything anywhere. Like they got stories. I've sent out 500, LinkedIn. I only interact with AI. I've never interacted with a human being. I'm immediately scanned by an AI. There's no such thing as an interview or anymore or anything like that. What are they going to do? They're going to get angry and revolt. That's what's going to happen.
And then again in this interview I'm watching, the guy on the other side, he goes, let's talk about the ones that put in their time in the academic world. He goes, let's say you get a PhD now, dedicate 10 years of your life, 200 to $300,000 in debt, only to make minor or small bits of money that AI is going to replace. He goes, it's an insane prospect. Nobody's
Yeah.
taking that on. You don't feel like you have the time, you don't have the money. When you get out, you're going to be replaced immediately. So you're in debt and you're fucked with a PhD title.
Right.
He goes, nobody's going
Right.
that route anymore. I'm like, that's a great point. Why? Why would you ever do that? Stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid. So
Because it's
education,
the only way. There's not another path, you know?
I
Like
don't
it
know.
gets back to Christianity, man. The straight and narrow. People want straight and narrow.
Yeah.
They want a clear path to walk on, and now there's nothing, you know?
Is this how it builds? How would you how would you say the stages of the revolution? I mean, I sent the hopelessness is rampant. You can't afford anything. Food portions are smaller. You can't find a job. What
It always begins with economics, but there needs to be a triggering event. Okay, it's a bad example, but I'll use it anyways. George Floyd, right? Everybody's pissed off because of COVID, right? These like tensions are boiling, you know. In this event, I don't think it was just. I don't think George Floyd was really about black people. I think it was really about just people furious at the government
they wanted to get
and
out of the
just
house. They were pissed. Yeah.
yes, and they explode into this thing. So there has to be like the economics are there, and it's getting worse. But there will be a triggering event, some kind of clear injustice where it'll be black and white for people, like this is wrong. And that will be enough to spur the beginning,
I
you know?
I think maybe it's a big catalyst event. I think it's already like you just described at the graduation speeches. The fact that every video you're like, oh, this is great. This is what humanity needs. Everyone's like, No, it's not. Like this is terrifying. Like the fact
Yeah.
that this is a coin flip is like that should be a no. Like the odds are just not no, but we're
Here's
sold. It's
a
just like this is it. This is gonna
here's
change
another
everything.
one, man. Like house owner, like thank God you got the house in Hawaii because I was looking at some statistics the other day. Do you know what the average cost of a home was in the United States in Texas in 1980 when mom and dad were, just getting started?
50, 60K.
40,000.
Yeah.
40,000. All right. Now, when mom sold her house, she sold it for a cold million. Million, you know? Like, who can buy $1 million house, Like, who could possibly afford that? I think the average wage in the States is what, like, I don't know, 75,000, something like that. So
Not
you're
even.
telling me you're gonna sit like what, 15 years get a
I think
house if you
average
sit
rate
there?
is about 55 to 60.
Well, then that it's hopeless. There's nothing you can do. There is nothing you can do, you know, and it's going to lead to outrage. I think people are gonna. I think that there's gonna be massive, massive like French Revolution style kill the like Zuckerberg was wise to go out in Kauai and buy half the island. That is his compound, and
Uh,
he is holding down the fort with
he built
security.
an underground massive bunker out there in Hawaii. Yeah, Kauai. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's where he's going to be, and no one can get him out there until we, take over the flotilla and go and kill him, and declare the People's Republic of Kauai. You know.
Yeah, man, it feels like a tidal wave, brother. And it's just, it's the first time in my life I'm like, ooh, like, fuck. All right, like,
Yeah.
damn it. I gotta be in, I know it's gonna hit. I just want to make sure that I'm semi-ready, I guess, whatever that
Just
means.
the compound. That's all that we can do, man. We have the compound. And we garden. We garden enough to survive. We go full doomsday prepper, baby. That's the way to do it. We make trade agreements with our neighbors tentatively. They're not really our neighbors. They're more of our allies there in Hawaii. And every once in a while, we go outside of our wall with our guns and we venture to trade with the with the people on the other side. You know.
Well, that lot idea next door is not a bad idea, man. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Maybe who knows? Maybe prices will go down too. You
All
know.
right. We'll talk about enough doom and gloom. So anyway, Dean, you made a comment I was posting our shorts last week.
Yeah.
You bashing British people and saying it was dead and Scotland's going to revolt and Wales is going to revolt. And there's a lot of British people. I think the funnest comment was I can't believe they sell podcast equipment to idiots like this. And it's like, oh, that's like, yeah. So
Yeah,
I,
well, I'd like to hear their counter, like, listen, you got Independence Party in charge in Scotland, in charge in Wales. Keir Starmer's a fucking joke. He's about to be out. Like, I think that, like, the other thing that really bugs me is, like, British people. Like, I think that they've just been totally pussified, man.
all
Like,
Europe in general,
Keir Starmer's, like, the weakest man ever. He's so
pathetic. It's not a
sus,
man. Yeah,
Like,
he's not a
ugh.
man.
Like what you guys used to produce like some of the most amazing badass people ever. Like Horatio Nelson, fuck, even Elizabeth. What a badass bitch, man.
Drake the pirate.
Drake, oh my God, forget about it, dude. You know, man. But these days, like, I'm friends with a lot of British people, and I just feel like they're all just. I feel like they talk like, uh, just like that noise. It's just, like anytime I talk to him, it makes me go, uh.
It's quite disappointing because we did the lineage and we're very strongly across those islands. That's the vast majority of our bloodline. And when I think back historically, I'm like, oh, those fucking islands took over the fucking world. But nowadays, I actually borderline ashamed. Be like, man,
They
those are not
have
my
like
people.
incredible stories, man. Like I
Those are
know the
not my
history.
those current
Well,
people are I am not related to them. Fuck
but I'll
them.
tell you what's going on. See, what they tell you is that the Vikings actually took over England for a while. You know,
So did the
that's where the
Romans.
blonde hair
Yeah.
and the red, come in there and stuff. And I like to think I got the Viking in me. That's why
You
it's
got a
so
little bit of
interesting.
Viking blood in there, man. Sure.
A little bit of Viking doing their thing. But for those British critics, yeah, fuck you. I'm sorry you live in such a shit country. You know,
Cheerio. Cheerio, mate. Yeah. So
cheerio.
I was taking a shower last night, and I've been, do you have the soap in a bottle or the soap by the bar?
So me and William are pretty meticulous about this. We got really high quality, good soap from the bottle. I use a L'Occitane, yeah, and I love it. Every time I put soap on me, it's great, great
How much did it cost
experience.
you?
Oh, not much. Maybe it's like $20 for like the full several different bottles, all smelly shit. Yeah.
$20 for soap?
Mm-hmm.
No,
It's like
come
three
on. A
different
bottle of
kinds.
soap.
Blonde.
Like a bottle thing that you just squeeze 20, you don't pay $20 for soap.
Oh yeah, it's fan. Oh, let me ask. Leanne, how much do we pay for the Loctane? Like, how much does it cost? The soap, 200 kwai, 200 kwai. So yeah, it's like yeah, no. So 20 divided by 70. Yeah, it's like $22,
How big
something
is
like
this
that.
bottle? How big is this bottle?
I don't know. It
20.
lasts us a couple months.
How big are we talking? Like the standard size little bottle that we use in
Yeah.
America. One of the, you pay 22 bucks for soap.
I'm telling you, it's fancy shit. I love it though. I,
Okay.
I always enjoy putting
Well,
the soap on. It's
we're on
great.
opposite because
Yeah.
in here the bottle that you squeeze out, they go anywhere from 10 to 13 bucks, which I think is insane for it's soap. I buy
Hmm.
the bar soap now because it's 3 or 4 bucks. I cannot
Right.
justify paying ton. I
I,
cannot.
I did the bar for a while, but it dries me out. My skin gets dry with the soap.
I agree. I can't 3 or 4 times more for for soap. I gotta be able. I gotta make my own soap. You know what I mean? I gotta learn to make my own soap or some shit like that.
Call
This,
up Betty, man. She'll teach you.
that's right.
Betty knows, you
Fuck.
know?
It's fuck.
Like, let me tell you why the Bakers are so cool. These are our friends in Hawaii and stuff. I remember when I was getting started out there, you know what she offered me? She's like, dude, you can stay in my soap shop. She had a little room and a bathroom in there and stuff like that. She's like, yeah, you can stay there as long as you want. I was like, dude, that, you don't have to do that. Like, I found a place, but that was so nice of her.
Should
And
have stayed
it was
there.
cool. She had it was in a kick ass spot. It was I can't remember the name of the little town. It was between Captain Cook and Kona, like wide, right up on the mountain. Like, you know how they have those little, like, one street villages, like where there's a general stop and a restaurant, but it had the most epic, amazing view, like right down the mountain. It was cool, felt nice. Like, damn, it was good, man. I remember like that's one thing I learned when I was there in Captain Cook. You wanted to live up the mountain because the further you were towards the ocean, it was too hot. But when you
Yeah.
got up the mountain, it would cool off. It was this beautiful temperature, man. And it was just perfect. It was totally perfect. I love that spot.
Well, unless we make millions, forget about that life, man. But I tell you what, if I did have millions, having a beautiful compound in Hawaii would be the home base. I'd be there 6 months out of the year minimum.
The mountains are great, but the truth is, like, what you got, it's good for the compound because you can grow shit. You can't grow shit in the mountain. The soil's too
Mm.
rocky, you know? You want to be growing stuff there on the lowlands, yeah, with the cool ocean, making everything
Thank
possible.
God I planted every type of fruit tree. I have had fruit trees die and I've replanted, but yeah, thanks.
Is
Hopefully.
anybody there right now, or is it empty?
Nah, man, we got family there that are definitely not attending to it. So, yeah.
Ah, great. Yeah. Uh,
Hey,
uh,
on another
yeah.
note, so let's head this down. Gaming as an adult. I if I had
Yeah.
free time, I would love to game. I'd love to get into it. It
Good.
seems like fun. That's just, but I was wondering, I wonder if I would go back to the old games. I don't know if I could learn to play the new games. Maybe it's a little too complex at this point.
You have to be into it, you know? So
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of video games lately because I've just been down, like so I'm exhausted
You go
after
back to
work.
your
And
baseline, something that you knew from the past,
sometimes
come
if I'm in the
familiar.
mood, I'll go to like some baseline stuff, but I tend to like the games that I like, I really, really like. I just got those civilization games, you know?
You used to play those all the time, man. That's old school stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, there's lots of them. There's like 1 through 6 and 1 through 7, excuse me. Man, I was just playing through that the other day. It was great. It took my mind out of my world. I wasn't thinking about life. I was just making sure my civilization knew about bronze working.
What do you
Like I was
do you
very
prefer the
content.
Civilization or do you prefer that Zeus and Poseidon game?
They're both good. Like
Yeah,
I think Zeus is like a nice kind of almost like a garden simulator. Like you just kind of have your happy little town and
it's
make
fun.
sure everybody got what they need, and then you
Getting
make the elite house
invaded.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
pray to your God. It's fun.
There's a Chinese version of that game. Like it's the Chinese Empire version of that game. It's even better than Zeus. It's
Really?
even better. It's like the same. Yeah, it's from like '98, but it's fantastic. It's even better. There's a couple things in Zeus that kind of you can tell. Like I don't know about this mechanic exactly, but it just runs smoothly. The Chinese version. It's called Empire,
Yeah.
but oh man, it's great. Fantastic game. Yeah. But you
What
should
do you
just when you get home, you should just sit back, play some. Yeah, there's always sales and stuff on Steam, and they got all the old shit on there.
I was gonna say, what do you think of the what you did there is you went back to I remember you growing up, you had your games. You gamed more than me. I love gaming, but you were a gamer for a while in your own way. That is a strong
Still am.
baseline.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
I love
baseline for you.
games.
Like if things get off, you'll go game. If you're bored, you'll game. Or like if you need a reset, you might go back to gaming. Is that fair to say?
Yeah,
Like it's a good
I
way to
think
clear
it's
the
always
mind.
been. It's a great way to distract yourself.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I was, and of course, like when I was growing up, I was always just alone. Like mom was always working. So I'd just be home and play a game. What else was there to do? You know, I also it's funny about that. Like, some people like when they look at their parents and stuff, they get real judgmental. Like, all my problems come from mom and dad. They fucked me up and stuff like that. I actually feel like they did all right. Like mom especially. But one of the things that I think really took a toll was because she was always working. You know, man, I was eating like shit the entire time. Like there's nothing to eat here. Go get Sonic. All right. And like just it was way too much fast food and junk and stuff like that. So you'd play video games and you'd have your Sonic chicken fingers dinner box, and all that sort of stuff, which was super fun at the time, but not the healthiest thing.
It's interesting because I found that my baseline was is yours was maybe gaming, mine was the gym. And it's like if I have a
Hmm.
gym I like enough, I can
Yeah.
force myself to go. And it feels almost ancient. It's like I have done this so many times. Like
Sure.
it is just a robotic at some point, and I know how to get results. So it's a good reset. It keeps everything from getting fucked. If I'm healthy and in decent shape,
Everybody has something like that. I
yeah,
knew
yeah.
musicians like that. People
Well,
who
you're a
play like
gamer.
guitar
Why
like
can't gaming do that? Gaming can absolutely do that, can it?
it helps sometimes, but I will say this: I game the most when I'm the most depressed. You
Right,
know,
right. It's a
when
soother.
I'm not depressed, I actually usually leave the games alone. But like this period of my life, I've been down a bit. So yeah, it's been more games for sure. Just to deal with it. I think if I had marijuana, Be different.
God,
That would be
I
like a
miss
hot
marijuana. Dude,
bed.
wait, I fucking miss marijuana. Dude, I had a client today. He said, "Oh, I went to the shop and I got this new vape." I was like, "Can I see that vape?" And I was like, this is as the psychologist in the room smelling his vape. I was like, "Is this sativa?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Ah." So you want to take a hit? I was like, "No, I can't." It's like a federal site. But I was like, "Man, I would kill." No, I wouldn't kill. It's just it would make the day so much better to have my favorite.
So what's the deal? I mean, you just
They never
like
tested me, but the threat is always there.
but what if but it's like legal in some places.
It's
You know what
legal
I
in this
mean? Like,
state, but it's a federal job, which it's not legal. You cannot be a federal employee and smoke weed.
you can't be a federal employee and have marijuana in your system.
Absolutely not.
So you can be a drunk, but take a hit of weed, then you
You can
can't
get
do it.
smashed all weekend. It's fucked. It's so fucked, man. Yeah, it's not
Oh,
worth
I'm
the
sorry,
rush.
dude. That sucks. Damn.
I know.
I mean, like, I'll be honest. I haven't smoked. When I smoked in America with my buddy Fernando and his husband, and it was, it'd been years. So I took that first hit, and immediately I just felt such gratitude. I was just like, oh, it's so great. I miss this feeling so much,
So,
Yeah.
I never understood. Like, I had a cousin out there. So you want me to throw this away? Send me a picture. I was like, don't you ever fucking ask me that. Put it in the freezer. Just leave it. Just leave it. It'll be waiting on me when I get back. Like, just do not.
Mm.
People don't know how to use weed. Weed is special. You don't fucking become a pothead. You take your little baby
She's never
hit.
smoked?
No, it won't do anything for me. It's way it smells bad. I'm like, that's
You know
fine.
what I think? I think that, there was a long time where I was smoking and I wasn't inhaling properly,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
know?
I think so. I think people have no idea how to inhale.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just they got like they're treating it like a cigar, like they just got smoke in their mouth and that's it.
There's people that go, I hate smoking. I'll never smoke. I'm like, they refuse to take a puff. They think it's just disgusting. The puff. I'm like,
Well,
it's stupid.
do
Fucking
you really want to
useless.
be with that kind of person? You
No,
know?
we should wipe them off the
Yeah.
face of the earth. Yeah.
Well, maybe they won't be breeding anymore, Chase. The problem is we're not breeding either, so I don't think it's gonna
Well,
really work.
that's okay. It's all right,
Yeah.
man.
How many Conrad spawn are there? You know?
Too many. Too
Oh
many.
yeah, Mark's kids have kids, yeah, but everybody else, nothing, nothing. And on mom's side too, nothing either. Oh man, the generate it ends. It ends with us. We'll all die.
I heard today, the, they're like, your last name sucks. And I was like,
What?
I go,
Who
that's the
said
first,
that?
what, this, I've heard this 4 or 5 times here. I go, it's not so much your last name, it's that you have two first names. And I was like, this is the only place I've ever lived in my life that's told me my last name is a first name. Have you ever heard this?
I have heard Conrad as a first name, but it's a European thing.
Europe, that's what I said in Europe. I said
Yeah,
it's European.
yeah.
I don't hear this shit in America. You need to shut your mouth, Like
Wow. I've always loved our last name. I think it's a great last name. I like it. It's very it's just very clear.
strong,
Conrad.
short, bold. It's almost like whoever had it is someone that's wise that would give you like advice. Yeah.
Do you know what I you know what I this is one of those weird things. I always thought Conrad was the perfect name for a football coach to scream out, you know? I know that sounds awful, but Conrad, like that sort of thing. Like it just
It's
if
easy.
I had many coaches just screaming at me, Conrad,
Let,
and
let me ask you this.
I don't know, I liked it. I liked how it sounded.
In any country you've ever been in, has anyone ever mispronounced your last name?
No.
It's impossible. There's no
Uh,
way if you know how to remotely read at a
China, they
kinder.
might like mishear me the first time, but then I say it to them and they know it.
You can't, if you see that, you know exactly how to say it. I've never
Yeah.
once has anyone mispronounced my last name. If they did, again, we put them on a boat and put them down. There's something wrong with
Yeah.
them. It's easy.
Yeah. Strange part of the world you're in, man. I don't know. What are the last names there? Like, my name is, Sitting Bull or, like what do they say?
They
What are
they
their
got some
names?
fucking English name. I mean, it's like John Baker, and you're like looking at him, you're like,
Oh,
you're 100% native. It's like, how did that happen? Yeah, it's like it's a strange place, man.
hey,
I
getting
like
back
them.
to the
Strange
yeah, you
place.
like well, that's the important thing. You like them. Hey, getting back to the shower real quick. You shampoo every day?
N- That No, I rarely shampoo. I hate shampooing.
Why?
Because you have long hair, it takes a long time. Like you got to get
Do you
the
not
front.
like the shower process?
I love showers. I
I
hate
love showers, man.
shampooing. I like I like having people shampoo my hair where they do it like deep.
Oh, yeah.
But when you have long hair, you had long hair once. It's fucking awful. Short hair
Oh
shampoo
yeah, I'll
is
never do
easy.
that again. Never do it again. Yeah.
Short hair, I would shampoo my hair all the time. Long hair, I'm like, fuck this shit, dude. This is just, it's too much work. It's too much
Wow.
work, man. Yeah.
Conditioner?
I do the, I buy the all-in-one.
Mm,
Because again, you look at the prices of
damn.
shit here. I'm like, how much is this? I'm gonna spend 20 something dollars on shampoo conditioner. I was like, this is stupid. Where's the just I can't justify something. I don't know, man. The
Do you
prices in
shave in
this
the shower?
country. No. I never shave.
No.
I have a beard.
Never.
I trim it
Well, I mean, you
with
got to
a trim.
trim it, trim it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Are you totally like at peace with the beard? Like you feel comfortable eating? It's nice, that sort of thing. Like,
It's a stage. It's I'm
okay,
working out consistently. I'm getting the beard long. I'm gonna, be in shape and have a beard for a while.
that's a, you know, that's a look. That's, that's a look.
It's interesting because when you got some muscle mass with this little beard here, it's people get out of my way. I like
Good.
that yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I had a guy yesterday, he was working two machines. I hate that when people work two or three. It bothers me. Just I am on a machine for 2 minutes. I don't rest. I do a set, rest for 10 seconds, and I go. I just get it. I hate lifting weights. I saw he was on two machines. He got off one, and I got on it. He goes, okay. I was like, yeah. Stayed on it. I was done in 2 minutes, and he got back on. He didn't
You all,
question.
I don't think it's just your side. I think it's your face, Chase. Your
Yeah,
face
yeah.
is, we've talked about this before, but you have a face that does not invite.
It's good when we get muscle mass too, because I'll just sit in and they don't say anything. I'll just take it. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this machine.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that that gym, I imagine a small town, it shouldn't be that busy, you know?
This is a gym that's there's a lot of germs in this gym. Immediately when you walk in, you're aware of this, that there's germs. But
Gross or what? I mean,
no, it's kind of grungy, but it's got equipment that you're like, oh, I haven't seen this in years, or I've never seen this. Like
like from the 70s.
it's got good shit. And
Oh,
it's only got two working treadmills, which kind of sucks. But nobody ever runs because they're all beef heads or meat heads or whatever you want to call them. But
right.
it's great. I really like the gym. It's
Wow.
24/7, 24.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah.
Dude, I went in there late one night. I went in there like at 11, and it was weird because it's a
Why?
sketch town. It's late at night in a gym that's always open, and there's like these rooms in the back, and like people were coming out of them that I didn't know were there. It was weird. I don't know
Yeah,
what goes
just
on there
sleep
at
in there.
night. Some kind of
Sleep
occult
in.
shit maybe, but they play good music. They got
Okay.
like just good like Deftones, System of a Down, like God's like good,
Nice.
no rap shit. It's all hard metal. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I don't have my tunes, I
Haven't
kind of like this. It's great. I hate it when they
haven't made
blast rap.
contact with
None.
anyone at the gym.
It's fantastic. I love it. I haven't talked to anybody. They get out of my way.
Really.
Yeah.
What
Do you
about the
want
guy
to?
who runs it? The one
Just
who
when I
gave you
signed
the
up, he goes, come in and you scan your thing and you work out. I've never scanned my thing. He's never questioned me once. It's
no.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay.
Do you talk to
Sounds
people in the gym? I don't want to talk to anybody ever.
no, but they know me.
Hmm.
Of course they know me, and like I know them too. And sometimes you'll have a nod, "Hmm, hmm," like that sort of thing. Like they're these two milfs, like they're two middle-aged women who always work out together, but their face looks old, but their bodies are they obsess. Like I'm amazed by these. I see what they do. It shocks me, right? Do you know one leg squat?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I think they call it Bulgarian squat or something like that. But these girls, they got two 30-pound kilo weights in 30 kilo weights in each hand, and they're just doing like 20 nonstop. And then they alternate and they're like encouraging each other, like, come on, and stuff. And like I enjoy the characters at the gym. I enjoy, even though we don't talk, I'm glad I know all the different characters and stuff like that, you know?
They got characters in my gym too. I respect certain characters, other ones I cannot fucking stand, man. Like
Okay.
like the what do you think of the guy that gets on a machine? It's on it, not the phone, but like we got a black guy in the gym. He does a set and he goes around and he like fled and he does his like he's listening to his rap. And he like walks the whole gym twice and then he goes back for another set. I just I cannot stand him. I
Yeah, that's I've never run into that before.
it's
That
like
sounds
it's
like
the ultimate black posturing shit. I'm like, dude, just finish your set, dude. Just please. God.
mm.
It's horrible.
No, I don't. There's a lot of like, there's some people who do the social media thing, like they're, they set up their tripod and, I mean, show off, but they'll be like in their own little corner doing their thing, not walking around, you
What
know.
do you think of you got any big beefy guys that are just jacked that only go in there for heavy lifts and they do nothing else?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a couple Chinese, like older Chinese guys who are clearly on roids. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Yes.
shocking how
Yes.
fucking jacked they are. They come in, they do unbelievable weight, and they leave. You know.
What do you think that, because to me, I'm like, all right, you're not getting laid. You're not attractive. You are strong. You're massive. What do you think the appeal is for them? They just want the size. Is that it? They just want to
Oh, I
be,
think it's sexual. Yeah, I think that they're really genuinely turned on by it.
what?
Like it is important. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like there's a kind of worship thing going on. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I see so many guys in that gym jacked on roids and they never touch a cardio machine. They're just bowling balls.
You
Bowling
know
balls.
that they're on roids.
Yeah, because they're disproportionate. Their heads are too small for their
Ah, it's
body.
not portion. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
pretty.
That's so unattractive. I don't understand why people do that.
I don't understand that
Proportion is so
either.
important.
Well, you know they're not getting laid, but I think they're just infatuated with the size that they're gaining. I guess that's the appeal. So
Well, why are they in this little town in the middle of nowhere?
I don't
Huh?
care. I don't want to get to know. I don't know.
Hmm. Okay. And Chase, I,
Hey man, have you
I
ever?
don't think you care if humanity ends. I don't think
Nah,
you
nah.
care.
I really don't. As long as I survive. Let me ask you that. Have you ever dealt with really autistic people? Like it's like quite clear that something's inherently off with them.
Yeah, a couple kids, but in China, they were totally on the spectrum, but in China, they would never call them autistic. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I've interacted with kids that have they're on the spectrum, not severe, but on the spectrum.
Have you ever dealt with someone in a position of power that's on the spectrum?
No,
Right.
never. Only kids. Only kids.
I can understand someone on the spectrum, a specialized niche in a company because they're exceptional at what they do and you tolerate the
Sure.
social norms. I've never worked somewhere where someone in power is on the spectrum and it's like, wow, that was interesting. That was beyond bizarre. There is zero social skills in a position that requires an enormous amount of social skills. It was a very interesting week
Mm.
for me. Yeah, and it's very clear that we are in the middle of nowhere and whoever wants the job can have the job. Yeah.
Is she a diversity hire or something or what?
She's brilliant, but there's just zero. Like, the social skills are a one. It's a one.
Mm.
One out of 10.
Understand?
1 out of 10.
Yeah.
This person was checking to see if I was working late today because it's a holiday weekend, which I was. She was confirming it. I was standing right in front of them, and they did all this stuff saying my name and walked away. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry for standing here. I thought y'all were talking about me. I came to like, you know, be polite." Like, "Oh, we were talking about you." I go, "I was standing right here the whole time." She said, "Yeah, I don't know why they didn't address you. Anyway, are you going to stay late today?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why didn't she ask me? Like, I don't know. I was like, okay. I'm just that it just didn't click in the head. This has been like the fourth
Yeah.
time with this person where it's been just bizarre. Yeah, it's bizarre.
And I get used to it. That's your world now, you
I
know?
my favorite phrase here, and I've said it multiple times to the boss, is compliance. Compliance.
Compliance. That's a very chaste word. I'll give you that.
Compliance. Whatever you need, boss.
Compliance.
I'll do what you
Well,
need.
I think that's an hour, man. That's compliance of our podcast duty right there.
This was brimming with optimism. Fucking saved the
I
world
know.
this week.
I know. I feel like it's the second coming. I feel like Christ is ready now that we've paved the way, you know.
We need them for the aliens.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for listening to the Divine Brothers podcast. We'll be seeing you next time. Bye bye.